blue shirt. Maybe I've started something. Maybe I'll start wearing more stripy shirts. Who can say? Right now, though, before we go to Edward Hughes with the news, let's have Plank of the Day.
Hello, it's Plank of the Day time.
Now, yesterday, I surprised everybody by not making my Plank of the Day anything to do with the Peter Mandelson story. Today, I can't do it for a second day in a row, I'm afraid. Yesterday, we gave it to the BMA, the British Medical Association, purely and simply because they are chock full of Marxists, and they're not doctors really at all, because they voted to have the permission of their own organisation to go back on strike before the summer, because they love striking. 53 days of strikes they've had over the last couple of years, and they've had also a bump in pay by about 30 to 35%. So, you know, practically 50% of a pay rise is what they're after, which is absolutely and utterly ridiculous. But the Plank of the Day today is one Emily Maitlis. You might remember her. She was famously the woman who interviewed Prince Andrew, as he was then in 2019, when he told a whole series of lies about his friendship with Jeffrey Epstein and how it ended and how he hadn't seen him and how he flew all the way to New York to say in person that he wasn't going to be able to see him anymore. Was then photographed walking through Central Park with him. And of course, what we now know is that he had a great deal to do with him in times to follow. However, it's not about Andrew. It's about her relationship with Peter Mandelson. Because Emily Maitlis, of course, formerly of the BBC, formerly of Newsnight, now works on a podcast. That's her with Peter Mandelson. Look at the smile on her face. She's cozying up to him. She's sort of coquettishly playing with his bow tie, by the looks of it. She's part of that club we were talking about earlier on, the Westminster Club, which has got journalists in it, it's got politicians in it, and it's got members of lobbying groups, and it's got civil servants at high levels, and they're all playing the same game. And they're all looking after each other. If somebody gets fired, somebody else gives them a job. If somebody is involved in a scandal, they lie low for a bit, and then they suddenly, you know, find themselves working with each other again. Well, this is what she said just the other day about her good friend, Peter Mandelson.
There are worse elements to the Mandelson-Epstein relationship, and they go to the heart of Mandelson's role in Number 10 at Gordon Brown's side when he was his business secretary and de facto deputy prime minister, trying to influence government policy to help billionaires in the US save money on tax. I can't get my head around that. I can't get my head around that. Looks like it's as if, you know, Darren Jones now were trying to help parents get off paying VAT on private schools. And you'd be like, but sorry, but this is your government's policy. What are you doing? Yeah. Why was Mandelson seemingly on the side of the billionaire paedophile and not on the side of his own country when he was working in government?
Yeah, it's a good question. Why wasn't he on the side of his own country? Well, maybe what you should have done, Emily, was ask him that when you were cozying up to him at dinner. Instead of cozying up to him at dinner, instead of being his friend, instead of hanging out with him, maybe you could have asked him what he was doing, sending emails to a foreign financier with secret government documents in them, with secret government policy in them, with secret government fiscal plans in them. Perhaps you could have asked him that if you were a proper journalist. But because you're not a proper journalist and you'd rather cozy up to him and coquettishly stroke his bow tie and wear an off-the-shoulder number exposing your arms, I mean, that's the problem in this country. The reason that people like Mandelson have got away with this stuff for such a long time is because the journalists are doing that instead of asking questions. That's the problem. And it will always be the problem as long as you've got these useless, hopeless, terrible journalists with no judgment whatsoever. Emily Maitlis, Plank of the Day.
Hello, it's Plank of the Day time.
I mean, here's another bit.